Does Brandon Moreno still have the fire in his belly, given the fact that he's been there, done it and got the t-shirt? And Amir Albazi, who's on the cusp, can't afford to drop the ball right now.
We will find out if the fire is there or not.
Co-main event. I'm interested in this. It's a tough one, this, for Rose, because Erin Blanchfield can grapple, and if she gets hold of her and gets her down, it could be a long night. Jack Shaw's on this card. He's a top fighter. Once dubbed the Welsh GSP.
I think he's the most underrated UK fighter right now. I really do.
This week, it's flyweights on deck. Because we've got Brandon Moreno taking on Amir Albazi. Good to see both of these guys back. Brendan taking a little bit of a break. Albazi, obviously off the back of injuries, has now managed to come back. It's a big contenders fight. We've got the championship fight coming up in December, where Alexander Pantoja is going to defend against the new man, Kai Asakara, which everybody's extremely excited to see what he brings to the table. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Does Brandon Moreno still have the fire in his belly, given the fact that he's been there, done it and got the t-shirt? And Amir Albazi, who's on the cusp, can't afford to drop the ball right now.
Fantastic fight. I mean, I really like this fight. I like Albazi's style. In your face. I just think we will find out if the fire is there or not. And like you say, when you're fighting these up and comers, we say up and comers, Albazi's a veteran himself now. So, great fight on paper. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Co-main event. I'm interested in this because Rose Namajunas is a really interesting fighter. Obviously, former champion in the weight division below. She's decided to come up. And normally, when you're of a stature, I suppose, of Rose Namajunas, especially a two-time champion in the weight division below, you would get maybe some extra privileges where you might only have to have one fight and then you're in. There you go. You can have your title fight and all that. It's not been the case for her. She's had to graft. She's had to do a bit, you know what I mean? She's had to maybe step down to the apex and fight some 5-rounders against some of the young up-and-comers like Amanda Hebas and come through those. And she's got another young'un in Erin Blanchfield, who we all saw what she did to Molly McCann at Madison Square Garden last year. She was absolutely phenomenal. She's been phenomenal so far. And again, it's another fight in the women's flyweight division that you'd look at that is a top contenders fight. It's a tough one, this, for Rose, because Erin Blanchfield can grapple. And if she gets hold of her and gets her down, it could be a long night.
I think it's a very similar fight to the one we just mentioned, the Moreno Albazi. I think we're talking about somebody who's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, like Rose has. Rose at one time was a household name. She was getting to that, wasn't she? When she cut the hair off, and like a lot of people I knew was like, oh, I only watch it because of Rose. Like she was starting to get to that status, and then fell off a bit. And then it's like, right, okay, now she's had to rebuild herself. And so it'll be an interesting fight to watch.
Let's not forget, Rose Namajunas knocked out, for me, the best female fighter on the planet today in Weili Zhang with that head kick. It was unreal what she did. If she can come through Erin Blanchfield, then nobody can deny her a shot at the flyweight crown. Just to finish off, Jack Shaw's on this card. He's off to Edmonton. Looking to get back in the win column off the back of his last fight, which ended, I don't want to say prematurely, it was a horrible shin situation, weren't it, where, it were all over the place. So important that Jack gets himself back on the train, especially when we've just been speaking so extensively about featherweight. Lerone Murphy seems to have overtaken, that rise of Jack Shaw, who everybody was tipping to be the next guy. Now that he's up at featherweight, it's important that he gets those wins together, doesn't it?
I think he's the most underrated UK fighter right now. I really do, Jack Shaw. I think he's had a bit of bad luck, but I think when he puts it together, mate, I don't know about this move to featherweight.
Would you have stayed at 135 if you were in? Would you stay at bantam?
Probably would have, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what he walks around at. I don't know the circumstances. I don't know how much weight he cuts.
Yeah.
But, we've seen that Nathaniel Wood is looking better than ever at 145. He's putting a run together and he did the jump. So let's just see. Let's just make an assumption after this fight. But I really rate Jack and his team, and I think he flies under the radar.
Yeah, he's a top fighter. Once dubbed the Welsh GSP. So high praise indeed. Let's see if he can get back in that win column this weekend. He's taking on Yusuf Zalal. Make sure you're checking that out from Edmonton. There you go, my man. How's training going with you? We're all getting dead excited now. We're only, well, the next time we talk, we will be in the month, the championship month. All gets underway in November, mate. Are we, I suppose we're in the trenches right now, aren't we? We're doing the real work right now.
Dark times. That's what I like to call it.
Look at the man's eyes. You can see the soul of his face. Look at that.
I'm telling you now, yeah. Last week was one of the hardest weeks of training I've done in my whole life. Like, I remember yesterday, just lying there thinking, wow, what just happened to me this week? I felt abused. I felt abused, mate. But
Got to go there, mate.
I know.
Got to go there, don't we?
We're in that place. We're in that place, and we're on track, and I'm excited for it.
I noticed that the official poster came out this week as well, with yours and Kizzy and Ed's face all over it. It's a good one, that. You have to get that one for the bedroom wall, mate, because it could be quite a momentous one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Well, there you go. I'll let you get back to your training camp. Don't want to keep you away from those dark Shark Tank waters, mate. All right.
Don't remind me about tomorrow.
This is a little distraction. He gets to come here, have a little bit of a laugh, and then once the camera goes down, it's back to it, man. Listen, the work we do in the darkness enables us to shine in the spotlight, and we're shining in the spotlight on the last weekend of November, my man. That's what we're doing. We're shining. Anyway, thank you very much for your time, buddy. I'll let you get back to training. Thank you very much for tuning in to us. Make sure you like and subscribe at the talkSPORT MMA YouTube channel. Plenty to come. We'll have a full review for you next week. And as I said, next week, we're into November, and that's championship month for this fella and Dakota. And, of course, Lewis McGillen's actually in December. We're going to throw that one in there as well. But it's a Manchester thing. You've got to celebrate everybody, haven't you? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.